Alright, anyone who knows me, especially my close friends, they, I mean, really anyone, I love the NBA. I love sports, like NBA, NFL, I like UFC, boxing. Those are the four main ones. Baseball, hockey, I don't really fuck with, right? Okay, the NBA playoffs right now is, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. I'm sorry. It's like, right now, Cavs are up 2-0. Um, and Warriors win tonight up 3-0 over the Rockets. The problem is however you want to look at it, it's either you can say it's got softer, it's lost its intensity, it's lost its passion. That fire's gone. The reason I love sports was that the fire, the intensity, the passion. I've always been um, drawn to that, and we're in this paradigm shift of of eliminating that everything I loved about sports, about music, about everything, and I'm just gonna be specific on this playoffs. It's like Cavs Hawks, right? Okay, 2-0. Oh yeah, by the way, both game one and game two were in Atlanta. It's looking like they're setting up the sweep for the Cavs Warriors because it's the big old money making game this year because Warriors, of course, well, first off, Cavs, of course, is LeBron James, right? What's funny too is like Kevin Love's not even playing. Like the plan didn't really work how it was supposed to, but somehow they just get J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert in the middle of the year and Timothy Mozgov. You know, um, Even game two, Kyrie Irving didn't play either. No Kyrie Irving, no Kevin Love. They still win. And I can't watch a whole game anymore. I really can't. And now it's like all I see is LeBron has the ball, literally every play, like rebound, pick and roll. It's strange, um, because it's like that Cavs team's not that good, really. Matthew Dellavedova, um, you know, I like J.R. Smith, but he wasn't like a winner, never. Timothy Mozgov's a big idiot. Tristan Thompson hustles, but he's an idiot. And then you look at the bench. Sean Marion, the veteran, the champion, doesn't play. Mike Miller, the veteran champion, doesn't play. Kendrick Perkins, the enforcer who was a champion for the Celtics, doesn't play. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know. But Matthew Dellavedova plays. Even Timothy Mozgov and Tristan Thompson, Perkins, shit, not that far off, if not better. But wait, does he show too much passion so they're not even gonna show him? They're not gonna put him on the court? I don't know. Sean Marion's what? He's not good enough anymore? What happened to Sean Marion? Oh, Mike Miller? Remember him? He hit big threes to win the finals? Anyway, so they'd rather play LeBron, Deladova, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Mozgov, Tristan Thompson. These guys, I'm sorry, I don't forget. Those guys suck. But you're playing the one seed, the Hawks, right? People call them like the Spurs. No, you're nothing like the Spurs. You never will be. No one will ever be. The Spurs are the last of the Mohicans. It's the last true team. Um, and there's Grizzlies are close to a real team in the sense that they still play post. That's the thing that's died off. There's no post anymore. And in the ones that are, let me continue. The Hawks. Al Horford's good, right? But Paul Millsap's good, but they're undersized. Jeff Teague's, not good enough. You know, their toughest player actually, got hurt, and then somehow was at a club and got arrested or some, Thabo Sefolosha, which I underestimated because the Thunder made it seem like he was the weak link. And that, even when Harden was there, the Sefolosha started over Harden. People were like, "Why would you do that?" Well, Cephalosha was tougher than I thought. I forgot. I just never really gave him the credit. He's tough. He's long. He's a real G, and Thunder were great. The one year, the 1 year Cephalosha leaves, Thunder don't even make the playoffs. Call it what it is, because and people say, oh, it's just Durant was hurt, injuries. Okay, fine. Cephalosha goes to the Hawks. They have the best record in the NBA, or the best record in the East. What best record in the NBA? I think I don't know. Whatever. But I know best record in the East. Number one seed in the East. You know, call it what it is. Now, and then so he's hurt, right? So DeMarre Carroll now. DeMarre Carroll, he couldn't even make the floor a lot of the times. Kent Bazemore's not playing. He was on the Golden State Warriors Lakers practice squad back and forth. These niggas suck. And it's like people are so stupid that they just don't even, I don't know, they just don't, whether they're not thinking about it or their memory sucks, like, don't remember. I remember the teams. I remember, I don't forget. I remember even, anyways, I'm gonna keep going. So keep going. So Cavs are 2-0 in Atlanta, the number one seed. Cavs are gonna sweep them 4-0. They're just hurrying up because people are losing interest because the games aren't even fun. 94-75, they suck. Warriors Rockets. Those teams 2 years ago were softer than tissue paper. Now they're in the Western Conference Finals. Let's start with the Rockets. Dwight Howard, what happened? In the last 10 years, you haven't progressed at all. If anything, you've degressed. I remember the Dwight Howard on Orlando when they went to the NBA Finals, when he was putting up 40 and 14, with Turkoglu and Jameer Nelson. And he got smaller. He looked smaller, right? And I remember they were saying he was working with Akeem Olajuwon, and what happened, dude? You haven't got better, if not worse. Steph Curry somehow boxed you out tonight and got an offensive rebound. And the Steph Curry, I'm gonna make a video on Steph Curry tomorrow, but I'll leave that for that. But it's something weird, Guys, Steph Curry had better stats last year. He had better stats last year. Points per game was up. Rebounds was exactly the same. Assists were up. Free throw percentage was up. He had better stats last year. Now people will say, well, his team was better this year and they won the MVP. No, what happened was the NBA was worse. And the Rockets aren't good. They don't even have, what happened to point guard? Where's the point guards at? Patrick Beverly's hurt, but it's like James Harden's playing point guard, LeBron's playing point guard, Steph Curry's playing point guard, and Atlanta, Jeff Teague. It's messed up. Harden's good. I like Harden. I like his toughness. Josh Smith. It's just phony. It's fucking whack. You guys suck. And then the Warriors, this fucking magical team all of a sudden, and like I said, the stats were better last year. Curry's stats were higher last year, but something's different. It's like, I don't forget, right? Curry, you know what the problem is at the beginning of his career? He had ankle problems. Bad. Now he's able to box out Dwight Howard and get offensive rebounds like a fucking monster. Now he has this exquisite ability to dribble. He never had that exquisite thing that he's doing now. His touch is different. It's a different thing. But I'm not gonna talk more about him. I'm gonna talk more about him specifically in another video. But and it's like David Lee. He was a 20 and 10 guy for a while. He gets 4 minutes. I know, and I called Draymond Green. I was telling people last year Draymond Green was gonna be the X factor for them this year. But Andre Iguodala doesn't really play. Harrison Barnes didn't score tonight, 0 for 9. Klay Thompson's not shooting well, but they keep winning. It looks like Steph Curry, Draymond Green. That's it. That's all you need. 2 guys. It's there's no team ball. And the Spurs, the Clippers, and I'm gonna just go to that series. Spurs were the way better team. I watched that game. I watched some of it, only for minutes at a time. Spurs were the better team. And I don't know what happened in the Spurs Game 7. Ginobili wasn't playing at the end. I don't know if he was hurt. I haven't been following it because it sucks. Really, I'm sorry. I don't forget the toughness, the passion that was there, and I'm not going to accept it. It's that's I haven't lost my toughness and passion, and I feel like I related to that. How about this one? Ready? Paul Pierce, right? Whoever, I'm not even gonna say anybody, but I think the NBA people who run the show didn't expect the Wizards to be as good as they were. They underestimated them, really. Because I think they coasted the regular season, right? And whether it was Paul Pierce intensity upped, or just the veterans like Nene and Gortat, Beal and Wall with confidence. Wall's tough. Okay, I think anyone who follows NBA, and even like I said, even though I don't follow this much here, I still know, I know what the teams. Raptors, Wizards. I would have never said in a million years Wizards sweep them. I don't think anyone would have. That was a 4-5 matchup. Raptors are gritty. Kyle Lowry had a great year. DeMar DeRozan was back. I don't think we saw that. I'm not saying we didn't think Wizards could have won. Of course they could have. But I never would have said a sweep. 4-0, okay? Series is tied 1-1 with the Hawks. John Wall, mysterious injury, okay? Game 3, no John Wall. Okay, John Wall is a superstar. He's one of the best players in the league. Game 3, they beat Atlanta without Wall. Just on some fucking OG Paul Pierce, don't even need to sweat, hits a game winner to win it, gets asked after the game. Did you call bank? No, I called game. Grown, it's grown shit. You know what I'm saying? I called game. They don't, aka the truth, Paul Pierce, yeah. Like I signed ball back in like, I don't know, 2000. Let's go. Been loving Pierce. So they're up 2-1. Again, one game 3 without Wall. And we see this Atlanta team now, right? They're not good. They aren't. We see it against Cleveland. Unless Cleveland's just so good, right? So Wizards up 2-1. Then Hawks win 3 straight. And win 4-2. I watched that game. There's no way that should have happened. Unless it was controlled. Really. It was controlled. It really was. Because Wizards could have spoiled the LeBron party. Really. They would have beat them. Wizards were hungry. The post, Gortat, Nene are solid. Pierce, Beal, and Wall is one of the best young backcourts. If not the best, right behind maybe Curry and Thompson. They were scared they were going to beat them. How about this? Is this a coincidence or not? The 2 years, 3 years really, but the 2 years Heat won the championship, right, with LeBron. Same time, D Rose got paid $300 million, $200 from Adidas, $100 million contract for the Bulls, $300 million, and doesn't play for 3 years or 2, however many, over 2 years. Could he have been a problem for the whole LeBron storyline? Of course. They didn't think he was going to win the MVP. Is he that young? And now he's back. Rose hits a game winner. Yeah, if you guys that game winner, his face didn't move. There was no passion. His face didn't move. LeBron hits that game winner, right? And cheers and runs down the court like a fucking douchebag. Like what was he? You remember Kobe Bryant did that? The big balls. Sorry. But really, he did it. I remember. I loved that. He did that big balls thing, some grown shit. Paul Pierce game. Oh. After the whole Paul Pierce phenomenon, and said, did you call it bank? No, I called game, and showed all that grown man passion. Whoops, you lose 3 straight. No, I don't buy that shit. Because Atlanta's proven their true colors right now. They suck. They suck. Wizards were better, but Wizards could have spoiled the party. They could have spoiled the Cleveland party, and that's it. Really, that's I'm just disgusted with the NBA. I'm disgusted. And coincidence or not, right? They put them in a lab, almost like an etiquette class, and they sit them down. It makes sense when a company like NBA is going to give you $124 million, Carmelo. Well, there's some guidelines you must follow, and if you don't, that $124 million will be gone. Kobe, that 24 million a year that comes with consequences. Comes with guidelines, and if you don't follow them, it will be gone. I believe that's what it is, And then it just happens to be that Kobe, one of the last real G's left. Melo, one of the last real G's left. Durant, one of the hungriest niggas that left. All were hurt this year, and Rose was really out for most of the year. Because those were the last 4 G's that show passion that they had to get rid of. And it's sad. But anyway, NBA, guess what? Fuck yourself. Fuck you, NBA. You suck. Spurs should have been there. Tony Parker, the most underrated player of all time, 4 NBA championships. Tim Duncan, greatest. Let's go. But they don't make the NBA money. Cheers.